Let me ask you something. Not a casual question, a serious one. When you wake up in the morning, do you respect the man you see in the mirror? Not the image, not the title, not what others think, but the man behind it all. You see, the world is full of men who want more money, more confidence, more respect, more freedom, but very few are willing to become more. And that's the difference. You don't get paid for what you want. You get paid for what you become. A high-value man is not loud. He doesn't chase attention. He doesn't beg for approval. He builds himself quietly, daily, deliberately. He understands something most men never learn. Confidence is earned. Respect is deserved. Success is attracted, not overnight, but over time. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your life is not improving, if your confidence is fragile, if your future feels uncertain, it's not because you lack talent. It's not because you lack opportunity. It's because you haven't raised your standards. A high-value man takes responsibility for his habits, for his work, for his choices, for his future. He stops blaming. He stops drifting. He stops waiting. And the moment he does, his life begins to change. So today, we're not talking about tricks. We're not talking about pretending to be confident. We're not talking about impressing anyone. We're talking about principles. The kind that build strength from the inside out. The kind that create confidence that doesn't shake. The kind that turn an average life into an extraordinary one. If you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're tired of settling, if you're ready to become a man of value, then stay with me. Because becoming a high-value man starts with one decision: to take yourself seriously. And once you make that decision, everything changes. Let me tell you something important. Nothing changes until you change. And the first change is responsibility. A high-value man does not blame, not his parents, not the economy, not his past, not other people. He looks in the mirror and says, "This is on me." That moment is powerful because the moment you accept responsibility, you gain control. Before that, you are a victim. After that, you are a creator. Most men want success without responsibility. They want confidence without discipline. They want respect without character. But life doesn't work that way. If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. Responsibility is not a burden. It's freedom. When you blame, you are weak. When you own it, you are strong. I once met a man who complained about everything. His job, his boss, his luck. Years passed. Nothing changed. Why? Because he gave his power away. Then one day, another man told me something different. He said, "My life isn't perfect, but it's mine, and I'm responsible for all of it." That man kept improving, not fast, but steadily. That's the difference. A high-value man doesn't wait to feel motivated. He acts because it's required. He understands this truth. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Responsibility means you show up even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, even when it would be easier to quit. Especially then, you don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your habits. And your habits are your responsibility, your health, your finances, your mindset, your skills, your future, all yours. Not fair? Maybe. But fair doesn't build greatness. Responsibility does. A high-value man doesn't ask, "Who's at fault?" He asks, "What can I do better?" That question changes everything, because improvement begins where excuses end. You see, confidence doesn't come from pretending. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Small promises, daily promises. Wake up on time. Do the work. Tell the truth. Finish what you start. Each kept promise adds weight to your character. Each broken promise weakens it. Responsibility builds self-trust, and self-trust is confidence. Without responsibility, confidence is fake. With responsibility, confidence is unshakable. Here's something most men avoid. Responsibility means sacrifice, less comfort, less distraction, more effort, but also more respect, more freedom, more control. A high-value man pays the price early because he knows the price gets higher later. He doesn't wait for life to force him. He chooses discipline before disaster. We must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Responsibility also means owning your standards, what you tolerate, what you allow, what you accept. If you tolerate chaos, you'll live in chaos. If you tolerate laziness, you'll become lazy. If you tolerate excuses, you'll stay average. A high-value man raises the bar, not for others, for himself. He doesn't demand respect. He earns it. He doesn't announce change. He demonstrates it. Responsibility is quiet. No applause. No shortcuts. Just daily work. And here's the reward. When you take responsibility, life responds. Opportunities appear. Confidence grows. Momentum builds, not because life is easier, but because you are stronger. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop blaming? Are you ready to stop waiting? Are you ready to say, this is my life, and I will take charge of it? Because the day you accept responsibility is the day you become dangerous. Dangerous to excuses, dangerous to mediocrity, dangerous to the old version of you. And that, my friend, is the foundation of a high-value man. Let me tell you something. Talent alone is not enough. Intelligence alone is not enough. Opportunity alone is not enough. What separates a high-value man from everyone else is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Most men want the reward. Few want the work. They want success. They don't want the price. They want respect. They don't want the effort. And that's why most men never rise. Discipline is simple, but simple is not easy. It's easy to watch TV. It's easy to scroll social media. It's easy to make excuses. It's easy to sleep in. It's easy to quit. But success? It is never easy. A high-value man does what others refuse. He wakes up early. He studies daily. He works while others rest. He invests in himself, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's inconvenient. Self-discipline is not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you grow stronger. Every time you take responsibility for your habits, you grow in confidence. Let me give you a simple truth. The man who sweats in private will shine in public. The man who studies while others party will lead while others follow. The man who keeps his word will command respect naturally. Self-discipline builds freedom. Paradoxical, isn't it? Many think discipline is restriction. It is not. It is liberation, because the disciplined man controls himself, and the man who controls himself controls his life. I know men who complain about not having time. They are wasting hours every day on distractions, excuses, and procrastination. Meanwhile, a disciplined man schedules, plans, executes. He guards his hours like treasure. He protects his energy. He invests in what matters. Discipline is consistency. Small, daily actions repeated without fail. Wake up early. Read. Plan. Act. Repeat. Do it daily. Do it when you don't feel like it. Do it when no one is watching. That is how character is built. That is how confidence is forged. That is how a high-value man is created. Self-discipline is also about resisting temptation. It is about saying no. No to distractions. No to poor habits. No to low-value activities. And yes, sometimes saying no hurts. But every no is a yes. To your future, a high-value man understands that life is a series of choices. Every choice either builds him or weakens him. Every action either strengthens him or diminishes him. Self-discipline ensures that every choice builds. It is the armor against laziness, the shield against regret, the engine behind progress. I remember a young man who wanted wealth and respect. He was talented. He had opportunity. He had intelligence. But he lacked self-discipline. He stayed up late. He wasted hours. He avoided work that required effort. Years passed. Nothing changed. Then he chose discipline. He woke at 5 a.m. He read daily. He worked on his skills relentlessly. He invested in his health. He respected his time. Within a few years, his life transformed. Why? Not because he got lucky. Not because opportunity magically appeared. Because he did what others refused to do. That's the secret. Self-discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't want to. It's pushing forward. When the easy path tempts you, it's building habits that last decades. It's creating a foundation no one can take away. A high-value man knows this. He doesn't chase shortcuts. He doesn't rely on motivation. He builds his life brick by brick, and every brick is a disciplined choice. Discipline is the refining fire by which talent becomes ability. So, my friends, if you want to achieve success and confidence, start with self-discipline. Master it. Respect it. Live by it daily. Because talent fades. Luck disappears. Opportunity passes. But discipline, it never fails. Discipline builds confidence. Confidence builds respect. Respect builds influence. Influence builds success. Do what others refuse. Act when others hesitate. Show up when others quit. And you will become a man who commands value. In every room he enters, let's talk about something vital. You can have confidence. You can have discipline. You can have drive. But without value, it all falls short. A high-value man creates value, not for applause, not for recognition, but because it is who he is. Value is the currency of life. The more value you bring, the more life rewards you. Most men think success is about luck, or opportunity, or connections. It is not. You don't get paid for the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. Think about that. A man who adds value is respected. He is trusted. He is sought after. The world needs useful people, skilled people, people who deliver results. Do you want influence? Do you want success? Do you want confidence that others notice? Then create value. The first step is skill. Learn something well. Master it. Become indispensable. Every skill you master is a tool in your arsenal. Every tool you have increases your confidence, increases your worth, increases your opportunities. Value is not created by luck. It is created by learning, by practice, by persistence. I knew a man who dreamed of financial freedom. He complained about the economy. He complained about competition. Years passed. Nothing changed. Then he decided to invest in himself. He studied sales. He practiced communication. He built skills others ignored. Within a few years, he became unstoppable. Why? Because he created value that others could not. High-value men focus on contribution, not validation, not approval. They ask, how can I be useful? What can I offer? How can I solve problems? Solve problems. Provide solutions. Be someone people can rely on. That is value. A high-value man also understands versatility. One skill is good. Multiple skills are better. Financial skills, communication skills, leadership skills, problem-solving skills, emotional intelligence. Each skill compounds. Each skill adds leverage. Each skill builds confidence. That is undeniable. Value is also about reliability. People trust men who deliver consistently. They follow men who produce results. They respect men who honor their word. A high-value man keeps his promises, even when it costs him, even when it is inconvenient, even when no one notices. That is the difference between men who dream and men who achieve. Now, here's a truth most men overlook. You are paid in proportion to the value you create, not the effort, not the hours, not the excuses. Value creation raises your self-esteem. It builds confidence naturally. It makes you magnetic. Women notice. Colleagues notice. Opportunities notice. A man who brings value is never ignored. He is never overlooked. You don't have to boast. You don't have to demand attention. Your value speaks for itself. Think of a master craftsman. He doesn't shout. He doesn't compete. He shows up. He delivers quality. He is respected. That is what being high value is about. Be useful. Be skilled. Be needed. Don't chase approval. Chase mastery. Chase competence. Chase contribution. Every day, ask yourself, what skill can I develop today? How can I serve someone better? What problem can I solve? The answers compound. Day by day, year by year, and soon, you become someone people rely on. Someone people respect. Someone whose presence is valued. A high-value man doesn't settle for average. He doesn't settle for minimal impact. He chooses excellence in everything he does. Remember this. Become the kind of man who adds more value than he takes. That is how wealth, respect, and confidence naturally follow. Value creation is not optional. It is the foundation of influence. It is the foundation of opportunity. It is the foundation of long-term success. So, my friends, ask yourself today, are you learning? Are you practicing? Are you creating value that cannot be ignored? If not, start now. Develop a skill. Solve a problem. Help someone. Be reliable. Be indispensable. That is how high-value men are made. Not by chance. Not by luck. Not by connections. By creating value. By becoming useful. By being skilled. By being needed. And that, my friends, is how you rise. That is how you become respected. That is how you become high value. There's a moment in every man's journey, a moment when he realizes mediocrity is a choice, average is a habit, and if he wants to become high value, he must raise his standards. Standards are invisible, yet they define everything. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your work, your future. Standards are the rules you live by. They are the expectations you set for yourself. They are the measure of your self-respect. A high-value man refuses to lower them. He does not tolerate laziness. He does not tolerate dishonesty. He does not tolerate excuses. Because every compromise erodes confidence, erodes respect, erodes value. Most men drift. They do what's easy. They follow the crowd. They let life happen to them. And they wonder why life is small. A high-value man chooses differently. He chooses excellence. Even when no one notices. Even when it's uncomfortable. Your standards begin with yourself. Do you wake up on time? Do you take care of your body? Do you control your mind? Do you honor your commitments? These are not small things. They are the foundation of your life. I once met a man who wanted respect. He complained about the people around him. He blamed society. I asked him, "Do you respect yourself?" He paused. He didn't like the answer. That's the lesson. You cannot expect respect if you do not first respect yourself. Standards shape habits. Habits shape character. Character shapes destiny. High-value men understand this chain. They guard their habits fiercely. They guard their character even more. Raising your standards is not about perfection. It's about direction. It's about choosing what you will accept and what you will not. For example, will you accept poor health? Will you accept debt? Will you accept dishonesty? Will you accept a life of excuses? Or will you demand better for yourself, for your family, for your future? High-value men demand better. They refuse to settle. They raise the bar. And raising standards is contagious. When you raise yours, people around you respond. Your friends, your colleagues, your family. They begin to match your level. A man with low standards will attract mediocrity. A man with high standards will attract excellence. Your environment reflects your expectations. You cannot rise above the standards you accept. Raising standards also requires courage. Courage to say no. No to bad habits. No to toxic people. No to easy comfort. It's easier to drift. It's easier to follow the crowd. It's easier to settle. But the high-value man chooses discomfort today for freedom tomorrow. He knows this truth. Sacrifice now. Gain later. Avoid sacrifice now. Suffer forever. Standards are also about integrity. Do you do the right thing, even when it costs you, even when it's inconvenient? That is where true value is built. Not in words, not in promises, but in actions. High-value men are consistent, not occasional, not when it's convenient, not when someone is watching. Consistency is a standard. It shows strength. It builds trust. It builds reputation. Reputation is a currency, and trust is priceless. Raising standards is also about growth. Do you read daily? Do you learn new skills? Do you push yourself beyond comfort? Or do you remain stagnant, waiting for opportunity to knock? High-value men create opportunity. By raising their level, they don't wait. They prepare. They improve. They evolve. Another key to standards is accountability. Who do you answer to? Who keeps you honest? Who pushes you forward? High-value men surround themselves with people who elevate them, not people who excuse them, not people who enable laziness. Raising your standards raises your circle. Your influence grows. Your confidence grows. Your success grows. And remember this, discipline is the bridge between standards and success, because your standards without discipline are just good intentions. Your standards without action are just dreams. A high-value man combines both. He sets the bar high, and he lives there. He refuses shortcuts. He refuses excuses. He refuses mediocrity. Every decision reflects his standards. Every habit reflects his standards. Every relationship reflects his standards. And over time, these standards define his life. So ask yourself today, are your standards high enough? Are they strong enough to shape the man you want to become? If not, raise them. Raise them for your health. Raise them for your work. Raise them for your relationships. Raise them for your character. Because when you raise your standards, you raise your life. And a man who raises his life becomes a high-value man. One decision at a time. One standard at a time. One action at a time. Let me start with this. Talent can impress. Charm can attract. Luck can favor, but only character sustains. A high-value man is defined, not by what he says, but by what he does. Not by what he promises, but by what he delivers. Not by what he dreams, but by what he practices daily. Character is the foundation upon which trust is built, and trust is the currency of influence. Without it, you are just noise. Consistency is the glue that holds character together. It is easy to do right once or twice. It is easy to keep promises when convenient. It is easy to work hard for a few days. But a high-value man does not choose easy. He chooses disciplined. Consistency means showing up every day, even when tired, even when tempted to quit. Consistency is quiet power. It is unseen. It is unglamorous, but it shapes destiny. I once met a man who complained about his career. He had talent. He had connections. He had opportunity. But he never delivered consistently. Deadlines were missed. Promises were broken. Effort came and went. Years passed. Nothing changed. Then I met another man. He did less, but he did it every day. Without fail. No excuses. No shortcuts. Within a few years, he rose above the rest. Not because he was lucky. Not because he had more talent. Because he built character through consistency. Character and consistency are inseparable. You cannot have one without the other. Character without consistency is hypocrisy. Consistency without character is empty effort. A high-value man develops both. He acts ethically. He works diligently. He speaks honestly. He respects others. He honors commitments. And he does this daily. Not occasionally. Not when convenient. Not when someone is watching. He does this because it is who he is. Not for applause. Not for recognition. Not for reward. The reward comes anyway. People notice integrity. People respect reliability. People trust those who are consistent. Trust is built slowly. One action at a time. One promise kept at a time. But it can be destroyed. In a single moment. Carelessness. Dishonesty. Laziness. Irresponsibility. A high-value man guards his trust fiercely. He knows reputation is fragile. He knows influence is earned. He knows long-term success belongs to the man who honors his word. Consistency also builds competence. Do something repeatedly, and you master it. Do something daily, and it becomes effortless. Do something for years, and it becomes habit. A high-value man does not chase quick wins. He does not look for shortcuts. He knows the compound effect of small, consistent actions. Health improves. Wealth accumulates. Relationships strengthen. Skills sharpen. Consistency compounds. It creates momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. Character, combined with consistency, also builds leadership. People follow men they trust. They follow men they respect. They follow men who do what they say. A high-value man leads by example. He does not command. He demonstrates. He shows the way. He sets the standard. And when others see a man who honors his word, who works diligently, who behaves ethically, they naturally follow. Character is also revealed in adversity. It is easy to be honest. When everything goes well, it is easy to work hard. When the rewards are immediate, it is easy to respect others when they treat you kindly. But a high-value man maintains integrity. When life is unfair, when the path is difficult, when others are unkind, consistency in adversity is what separates ordinary men from extraordinary men. The man who is consistent through storms becomes a rock that others rely on. And this reliability builds trust. Trust leads to influence. Influence leads to opportunity. Opportunity leads to success. Character and consistency are also self-respecting. A man who acts rightly every day develops self-respect. He trusts himself. He is confident. He is grounded. Confidence that comes from action is unshakable. It does not depend on approval. It does not fade with failure. Consistency strengthens confidence. Character protects it. Together, they create a man who cannot be ignored. The high-value man knows that success is predictable, not because he is lucky, not because he is brilliant, but because he is disciplined, because he builds trust, because he is consistent, because he has unshakable character. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is who you become. Who you become is defined by your actions, by your habits, by your integrity, by your consistency. And here's the challenge. Most men are inconsistent. Most men chase comfort. Most men are distracted. But you can be different. You can rise above. You can choose character. You can choose consistency. It requires discipline. It requires patience. It requires courage. But the reward is immense. People trust you. Opportunities find you. Your life unfolds with momentum. And inside, you feel something even more valuable. Peace, confidence, self-respect. A high-value man knows that money can be lost. Status can fade. Opportunities can pass. But character and consistency cannot be taken from him. They are permanent. They are unshakable. They are priceless. So ask yourself today, do you honor your word? Do you act ethically? Do you stay disciplined? Do you show up every day? If not, start today. Build your character. Strengthen your consistency. Become a man who is trusted and followed, because that is the ultimate definition of a high-value man. Not what you have, not how you look, not what others think, but who you are and what you consistently do. My friends, let me leave you with this. Becoming a high-value man is not about luck. It is not about charm. It is not about shortcuts. It is about who you are. It is about what you do. It is about the standards you set and the consistency you honor. Responsibility is your foundation. Discipline is your engine. Value creation is your currency. Standards are your compass. Character and consistency are your crown. Every choice you make matters. Every action you take builds or erodes you. The world rewards men who deliver. The world respects men who stand firm. The world follows men who lead by example. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not chase validation. Do not settle for mediocrity. Measure yourself against your own potential. Push yourself beyond yesterday. Be better today than you were yesterday. Rise early. Work hard. Invest in your mind. Invest in your body. Invest in your character. Do what others refuse to do. Do what is difficult. Do what builds strength. Do what develops trust. Learn skills that matter. Become useful. Become skilled. Become needed. Raise your standards. Protect your time. Guard your habits. Demand excellence from yourself. Be consistent. Do what is right, even when no one is watching. Deliver results, even when it is hard. Honor your word, even when it costs you. Character and consistency are invisible, but they are felt everywhere. They open doors you never imagined. They earn respect you never asked for. They create opportunities you never expected. The high-value man is rare. He is disciplined. He is skilled. He is trustworthy. He is consistent. He is respected. He is followed. And the beautiful truth is this: becoming a high-value man is not reserved for the lucky few. It is available to any man who chooses it. Choose responsibility. Choose discipline. Choose value. Choose standards. Choose character. Choose consistency. Every day, take one step toward the man you want to become. It is a journey of small actions, repeated daily. It is a journey of courage, effort, and patience. It is a journey that will transform your life. Remember, success is predictable. It is not luck. It is not magic. It is the result of deliberate choices. Decide today. Will you be the man who drifts or the man who rises? Will you be ordinary or will you be high value? The choice is yours. Your life is yours. Your legacy is yours. And when you commit to these principles, when you live them every day, you will not only achieve success, you will inspire others. You will create influence. You will leave a life of meaning. So rise. Step forward. Be disciplined. Create value. Raise your standards. Live with character. Be consistent. Become the high-value man that the world cannot ignore. Because in the end, what you become matters far more than what you achieve.